Hello, amigos and possible amigas. My name is Tanford16. Welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 150. 150 episodes of Reading Your Comments, and I don't need to be wearing these headphones. It is Thursday, or maybe Wednesday, if you're watching this a day early on Patreon. For those who don't know, Patrons have the option to watch these videos up to a day early, as well as the reaction videos, and you get your name and description as well. But regardless of what day you were watching this on, let's go ahead and read some comments. If anyone is playing the drinking game of having a shot every time he says the word comment, I hope your hangover isn't too bad tomorrow. I hope you're alive tomorrow. If you ever do series 7 or 8 of Red Dwarf, I would strongly suggest you do them chronologically. I will keep that in mind. I was considering doing the Ace Rimmer episode in series 7 just to finish off that arc, but we'll see. Can't remember where I saw the debate recently, but I saw comments as to which British sitcoms could exist in the same universe, and even discounting that they were both set in Peckham. I think Fools and Horses and Desmond's are obvious candidates. That could work. Another one, too, I think I've talked about this before, I feel like In-Betweeners and Fresh Meat could be in the same universe. I feel like Fresh Meat could just be Simon Goes to College. Do requests on comments count on your request list? No. I do take the comments into account, but as far as guaranteed requests goes, I've talked about this a million times, but for those of you who are new to the channel or just don't listen to me, I'll say it one more time. So I have this thing, I stream on Twitch every day. I've streamed on Twitch 513 days in a row. It'll be 515 by the time this is uploaded. No, 14 by the time this is uploaded. This is go up in the AM. So yeah, 514 by the time this is uploaded. Live every day, UK time, usually from around 7 to 8 p.m. Until 12 a.m. And basically, by watching me on Twitch, you earn channel points, and they accumulate over time from watching the channel. And once you accumulate 80,000 channel points, you can use that for a guaranteed request in the future. I have a list. There's I think like 90 pending requests. People have done a lot of them for the second channel as well. That's become really popular to request. Usually, most of, if not all of, the second channel videos are channel points requests. And if I ever say before a video this is a channel points request, then that's where they got the points, from watching me on Twitch. Sarah Jane was the companion of the 3rd Doctor and the 4th Doctor in the old series. Really? Was it? I'm guessing it was the same actress. Yeah, it wouldn't make much sense if it was a different actress. I'm guessing it was the same one. After Kenny takes credit for blowing up the school in Doctor Who, I can only imagine he's subsequently arrested and investigated under serious terror-related charges. Yeah, there's some things you shouldn't take credit for, you know? Like, his classmates will think it was cool, but the police might not. For viewing order of Torchwood and Sarah Jane, I think I've read a couple comments on this, but we'll go through it again. Torchwood Season 1 is between 2 and 3 of Who, but if you watch alongside, make sure to finish Torchwood before the Who episode titled Utopia. Torchwood Season 2 is between 3 and 4 of Who. Sarah Jane Season 1 is between 3 and 4 of Who, but you can start now if you want, because there's no real crossover in Sarah and Jane. Fair enough. Personally, I'd say it's only worth a couple episodes of Sarah Jane to see what it's like. It's more of a child-focused show and not great, but that's just my opinion. Fair enough. Torchwood, it seems like Marmite. People either really like it or hate it. If you don't enjoy it, don't feel the need to stick with it. Who is perfectly watchable without seeing either of those shows. That seems like a very balanced opinion. Actually, I appreciate that, because it seems like a lot of people are like, you know, it's basically you're saying, you know, if you don't have to, but if you enjoy it, keep watching it. I appreciate that balanced opinion, because, you know, there's going to be some people, maybe even the comments of this video, they're like, no, you have to watch it because, but I appreciate your fairness with that. Fun fact, the scene where Sarah Jane and Rose laugh at the Doctor, David Tennant decided during one filming to wear a false mustache to get a realistic performance out of Sladen and Piper, which is why they're laughing so hard in the shot used. Also, David Tennant is a big fan of Doctor Who, so he was really excited to be working with Elizabeth Sladen, as can be seen in his performance. Yeah, he looked hyped, but I always wonder how actors do that, you know, like if you, like, it makes sense in that scenario, but like if you're in a, you know, I guess some people can just fake laugh really well on cue, but I always imagine some people might have to, like, think of something funny and just let it keep carrying over, you know, to do like a big laughing scene or something like that. But some people can probably just fake laugh. A lot of people can fake cry too. I can't fucking fake cry. That sounds like a cool talent to have. Kinda wish K9 had made an appearance in Robot Wars. He would have fit in perfectly. Yeah, maybe not as a competitor on the account of the, you know, the laser eyes, but as a special guest, yeah, maybe a missed opportunity there. There's a show similar to Don't Scare to Hair, I'm guessing you meant to go with similar, called Trapped or Trapped Ever After, that had children that entered a witch story type of building and had to do challenges to escape, and if they fail one, they get trapped, and there's a saboteur every floor. And you should watch it because it was really popular. My favorite show as a kid, and there are videos of it on YouTube. You might be able to find it in other places. I can look into it. There's been some people in my chat, we were talking about channel points, there's been some people who have been thinking about requesting it as well. So we'll see what happens with that. Don't Scare to Hair always felt like a children's game show, but I will admit the hair is a pretty cool design. If by cool design you mean nightmare fuel, then yeah. The show was just poorly scheduled. It was on early evening when most people weren't drunk enough. I feel like honestly Don't Scare to Hair could do better today if it was released in 2021 instead of 2011, just with how much more prevalent social media is, and I feel like it just would have been a massive meme that people would have watched, ironically. Pretty fitting this video was released exactly 10 years after the final episode of Don't Scare to Hair was broadcast. Really? Well, I am one for coincidental timing sometimes, and this is another example because I did not know that. Don't Scare to Hair killed Jason Bradbury's TV career. I believe you. Actors are people too. Barely. Just like with The In-Betweeners is a US remake of Ghosts Now, I watched both episodes side by side. The US plot was ahead of the original plot by 2 minutes the entire way, even though they have it with multiple ad breaks of 100 seconds each. Yeah, it's American television for you. By the end of it, the original had anywhere from 7 to 9 minutes more episode runtime than the US one to get to know the characters in the US remake. Than the US remake did, which explains how I got attached to the original Ghost so quickly when I ever went past the first episode of the CBS version. Yeah, it's hard doing a first episode. It really is, because like you got, it's really hard to judge a show off first episode, sometimes a first series, but like you really gotta lay a lot of groundwork, and it just depends on how you lay the groundwork and how entertaining you can make it. If Charlotte Ritchie looks familiar, it's because she played Oregon in Fresh Meat. Ah, okay, she did look familiar. Well, I guess I'll have to get back on Fresh Meat then, because I did not even make that connection. I've always found it funny that all the characters all go back to Benidorm at the exact same time as the Evers every year. Well, you know what they say, birds that a feather flock together. Series 3 of Benidorm has all of one of the cast return. Guess which one? I think I might know. I think one of the actors died in 2012. It might be who I'm thinking of. Series 4 has half the original cast drop off. Ah, well that makes a lot of sense then. By Series 7, the Garveys leave after Episode 2, and at that point there are only 2 of the original cast remain, with a couple old cast members returning for a few episodes, and the greasy Spanish bartender ends up becoming a main, more developed character as the show progresses, so take that as you will. That sounds kind of interesting actually, but half the original cast drop off in Series 4. That kind of explains it to me right there, because people have been telling me Series 1 through 3 is good, and after that it drops off. That makes a lot of sense. Man-Ass Crusade sounds like an Indiana Jones porno. It does! And somebody's gonna steal it now if they haven't already. If nobody's used that, and somebody steals it for an Indiana Jones porno, I want at least 25% royalties. American reacts to Manchester United 0, Liverpool 5, please. Man, what is going on with United? They're just maybe they're in their own heads over the Europa League final, because I mean that was a pretty brutal defeat, and sometimes when you lose a big game like that, it can get in your head going forward, even into a new series. Like, to make a comparison to American football, there's an NFL team called the Kansas City Chiefs who have been the best team in the league for a while. They just went to back-to-back Super Bowls. They won the first one. The one they went to earlier this year, though, they got smacked. Like, they were favored. Everyone thought that they were going to win, and they got smacked. And now, going into this series, they were expected to be the best team in the league again, but they've started 3-4 and have not looked good. And I have a feeling it's because they're in their own heads, because they got smacked, and they're still dealing with that. And maybe that's the same thing that's going on with United. They can't get out of their own heads yet. Or, alternatively to everything I just said, maybe they're just not that good. It could be that too. Maybe they're just not that good, but I guess time will tell. Here's some things I want to say about that Life on Mars episode. Number one, that scene with Gene and Harry Wolf at the end had me crying every time, because you see how genuinely disappointed and heartbroken Gene is in his face when Harry confirms he's behind it. Number two, how you didn't laugh at the name Dicky Fingers is beyond me. Now, I guess it was Dicky Fingers. I guess it just didn't do it. I guess it just kind of sounded natural. in the context of the show. Number 3, my favorite Gene quotes were in this episode. If I was as word as you, I'd never fart for fear of shitting myself. That one was really good. And you give a bloke a gun, it's a dream come true. You give a girl a gun, she moans about it, doesn't go for dress. Don't move, you're surrounded by armed bastards. Number 4, I love your secondhand embarrassment watching the show. It's so awkward when Sam behaves weird in front of everyone. They just stare at him like, what the fuck? Next episode is very awkward for a different reason, which is probably why it's my least favorite. Ooh, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm very much a secondhand embarrassment guy. If you, I'm sure a lot of you have, considering it was the most popular thing I've ever done. But if you ever watched my in-betweeners reactions, there was a lot of that. Like, oh god, just some of the cringe in that, my guy. Jesus, that. Oh man. Alright, y'all, that's going to do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from 6 different videos. Let me see if I can remember them all off the top of my head. Last week's episode of Reading Your Comments, which was 149. American Rex to Don't Scare to Hair. American Rex to Benidorm 7. American Rex to Doctor Who was 17. American Rex to Ghosts. And American Rex to Life on Mars 10. Those 6 videos were the places where I pulled these comments from. If you want a chance to get your comment read, in next week's episode of Reading Comments, there are 6 more videos you can comment on. This video, the American Rex to Outnumbered 8, which came out yesterday. The reaction video comes out tomorrow, which will probably be Outnumbered 9. The reaction video comes out on Saturday. The one that comes out on Tuesday. Actually, it's just 5 this week. I'm sorry, because Monday is going to be the monthly plans and stream highlights. So just 5 for this coming week. But yeah, this video, the video yesterday, the video tomorrow, the video on Saturday, and the one on Tuesday. Those are the 5 videos to comment if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. But that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, rest every single day, my second channel for instant views, my Twitter, if you want to follow me, my Patreon, if you want to support me, or my daily mission, all those things are in the description down below. Thank you to all 89 of my Patrons, as I'm currently recording free content supporting me on my channel. For those of you who don't know, you can be a Patreon on me for as low as $1 or £1, and you get access to the reaction videos, we'll read your comments up to a day early, and get your name in the description as well. Also in the description is linked to the community Reddit, as well as the daily schedule, as well as the Twitch VODs channel. For all that being said though, my name is Taffers16. It's been episode 150 of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.